Okay, so now to talk about one of the most popular anime of like the 2000s, Code Geass, number 16 on my list, and one of my personal favorite anime. Even if it is just not in the top 15, but in the top 20. It has some issues, but overall, I really, really did enjoy my time watching Code Geass. For 50 episodes, most of that was entertaining, and it had a good and large cast. Some characters' motivations got a little silly at some points, and that kind of hurt my view of it. Some of the plot twists didn't really make sense here and there, but it did have good emotional impact a lot. It was an oddly good mix of strategic mech combat and slice of life at times, as well as kind of subversive politics as well. It's just, it's an anime with a lot of stuff in it going on. I mean, the entire world is explored and expanded upon, even if, like I said, some of it doesn't make sense. And the main character is a good version of Light, whereas he's too smart for his own good, and he wants to take control of the world, but his motivations are much better than Light's, even if his ends don't necessarily justify the means. And like I said, the large cast is mostly good. Some of them go up and down in how much you can tolerate them. Some of them don't really get much screen time at all. Some of them are just plot tools that aren't really much more, but I like them overall. And some go through some very good character development throughout the entire series. Even if some of those good characters do sudden face or heel turns that are kind of a little abrupt. Lots of good motivations. The mech combat is pretty good. When the show is still sticking to its strategic elements and where everything is more strategy based, it's really good. There are some good twists and turns. There are very, very impactful character deaths in this anime as well. There is kind of a bad guy, but that varies between who it is. It's more just kind of Britannia is always the bad guy in some way, but who exactly is representing Britannia in that capacity varies a lot. And then maybe not necessarily a bad guy, but they're the antagonist in that situation. And it's very gray in some areas, and I did like that. Lelouch's overall love interest stuff, some of it was good, some of it was meh. Suzaku goes from a likable character to someone you fucking hate to I don't know how to feel about him anymore. Those are like basically the two pillars of the entire show cast-wise, because they represent two various viewpoints in the entire show. The Britannia royal family is mostly entertaining, minus like the first one you meet, other than Lelouch and his sister. The Japanese characters are entertaining. The Britannians in Japan are entertaining enough. The Britannian Royal Guard is also entertaining, and they go do some good character development. Like I said, there's good character development, it just kind of gets lost in some places. The ending, I don't like as much as everybody else. I still liked it, and it worked and stuff. I especially really like the unedited version, where the creators didn't cut something else and cut something out. I liked it when it wasn't ambiguous what was happening there. So I like the uncut ending. But like the ending I like overall. I don't like it as much as everybody. I don't think it's beautiful or anything. I just think it's a good ending. Yeah. What else can you say about supposedly one of the greatest and most popular anime of all time? Not much else. Just like I said, story could get a little dragged out, could go nowhere sometimes, but then it goes places. The second half does have some stuttering issues, kind of has some flaws, but overall I can ignore them because of the show is definitely more than the sum of its parts, and some of its parts is pretty good at that. So, other than that, nothing else to really say, but later.